Castles were built by kings and queens in the past to protect and rule their realms. They had to be able to withstand attack as well as project power and wealth for all to see. These castles were frequently erected in strategic and picturesque locations such as valley openings, mountain passes, and glistening lake beaches. And these architectural wonders, placed against magnificent surroundings, result in some of the most beautiful castles on the planet. So before start, please subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon and hit that like button. It is free for you, does not cost you anything, but it tremendously helps my channel. Number 12. Windsor Castle. Windsor Castle, known across the globe as the home of the British royal family, has long been a popular tourist attraction in the United Kingdom. The castle is not just the world's longest occupied palace, but also the world's biggest. The sheer size and scope of the royal house is incredible, and a tour of the opulent and apparently endless state apartments is a must. Windsor Castle, which dates back to the 11th century and has Georgian and Victorian architecture, lavish Baroque interiors, and exquisite Rococo furniture, is one of the greatest and most opulent castles on the planet. Number 11. Dahar Castle. The elegant turrets and towers of Dahar Castle appear all the more magical as they rise from a tangled mess of lovingly landscaped rose gardens. The beautiful neo-Gothic castle is located just outside of Utrecht, Netherlands, and is surrounded by magnificent moats, lakes, and gardens. Its interior is equally stunning, with over 200 rooms beautifully furnished with valuable artworks and luxurious furnishings. While the castle was first mentioned in 1391, it wasn't until 1892 that it was rebuilt and remodeled from its dilapidated state that it became the idealized form we know today. Number 10. Corvin Castle. The Romanian castle is surrounded by several tales and legends. It has appeared in a number of television series and films due to its appealing and fairy tale-like appearance. Corvin Castle in Transylvania is one of Europe's biggest castles, built in a magnificent Gothic Renaissance style. The 15th century castle, which stands on a hilltop above the Zlosti River, has a number of tall towers, as well as impenetrable walls and a robust drawbridge. Number 9. Kokum Castle. Set in a picturesque location overlooking Kokum and the Moselle River, the same-named castle is flanked by rolling green hills, lush woods, and vineyards. While the castle has existed on the same peak since at least 1130, the original was destroyed in 1688 by Louis IV's raiding forces. The present castle, which was restored and rebuilt in a beautiful Gothic Revival style, is today a famous tourist destination in the German Rhineland. While exploring Kokum Castle is fascinating, the views of the valley, town, and river below from its turrets and towers are equally captivating. Number 8. Swallow's Nest. Swallow's Nest, as the name suggests, is positioned precipitously on the brink of a clifftop in the Crimean Peninsula. The daintily adorned castle, which overlooks the sparkling waves of the Black Sea, was erected in 1911 to highly romantic neo-Gothic designs. The Swallow's Nest, which was featured in several Soviet films, is today a famous tourist destination, with visitors flocking to admire its hazardous location, exquisite design, and breathtaking vistas. Number 7. Spiš Castle. Spiš Castle, in the northeastern part of Slovakia, has dominated its surrounds since its construction in 1241. The castle grew in size due to its cultural, economic, and political importance to the Kingdom of Hungary, until it became the massive stronghold it is today. Spiš Castle today functions as a fascinating and informative museum, with massive stone walls and towers, as well as a beautiful Romanesque castle. This beautiful fort is not to be missed when visiting Slovakia, with commanding views out over the hills and valleys available from its battlements. Number 6. Hohenzollern Castle. Hohenzollern Castle is always an amazing sight, whether seen emerging from the trees that surround it or from amidst the clouds that whirl about its walls. The castle and Gothic Revival Palace, which are perched atop the same named famous peak, have some stunning architecture, and the halls and chambers within are equally as wonderfully furnished. While the current castle was built in 1867, the same mount has been home to a fortress since at least the 11th century. Hohenzollern is still owned by the royal house of the same name and is one of Germany's most visited castles. Number 5. Alcazar of Segovia. The Alcazar of Segovia, shaped like the bow of a ship, has long attracted tourists due to its unique design and breathtaking setting. Given its location atop a rocky outcrop overlooking the confluence of two rivers, the castle's magnificent keep and slim towers appear particularly dashing. Its well-preserved palace is full of elegant rooms and halls covered in art and fine furnishings, and it is located in the heart of Spain. The Alcazar of Segovia, which is now a popular museum, also has a well-equipped armory and a collection of weapons for visitors to peruse. Number 4. Bran Castle. Bran Castle, often known as Dracula's Castle outside of Romania, looks the part. Amid Transylvania, a formidable stronghold is concealed in a forest. Despite its ominous look, the castle has only shaky ties to Vlad the Impaler, the ruthless and savage 15th-century monarch who inspired Bram Stoker's novel Dracula. Bran Castle is well worth seeing for its spectacular architecture and gorgeous setting in a verdant valley, regardless of the clever marketing trick. In addition, visitors may now explore the castle's numerous chambers, which hold Queen Marie's enormous art and furnishings collection. Number 3. Paina Castle. Bran Castle, often known as Dracula's Castle outside of Romania, looks the part. Amid Transylvania, a formidable stronghold is concealed in a forest. Despite its ominous look, the castle has only shaky ties to Vlad the Impaler, the ruthless and savage 15th-century monarch who inspired Bram Stoker's novel Dracula. Bran Castle is well worth seeing for its spectacular architecture and gorgeous setting in a verdant valley, regardless of the clever marketing trick. In addition, visitors may now explore the castle's numerous chambers, which hold Queen Marie's enormous art and furnishings collection. No2. Aliendonen. Aliendonen in Scotland is really lucky when it comes to its magnificent environment, as it sits at the confluence of three lochs. While the original castle on the little island is considered to have been erected in the 13th century, the current idealized and reinvented form only comes from the 20th century. Although its decaying grey walls and unremarkable features do not make it stand out as much as some other castles, it is its breathtaking surroundings that truly set it apart. Aliendonen is one of the most well-known and recognized castles in Europe, having appeared in several films and television series throughout the years. Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria appears to have just emerged from a book of children's fairy tales, perched atop a forested mount with the majestic Bavarian Alps behind it. The delightful design of the castle, which was only completed in 1886, is influenced by both Romanticism architecture and Ludwig II's love and appreciation for Richard Wagner's operas. The picturesque palace, with its stunning towers and magnificent entryway, was really the model for Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty Castle. The interior of the castle is no less impressive, with magnificent artworks and priceless paintings. Visitors may enjoy a tour of the palace's opulent hallways and rooms. Neuschwanstein Castle, one of Germany's most renowned tourist sites, is often regarded as one of the most beautiful castles in the world, owing to its magnificent design and gorgeous surroundings.